My synth lungs were hacked. I choked, turned blue, then lost consciousness, and woke up. My client, Indira Baratza, won't be so lucky if she doesn't strike a deal with her blackmailer. The lowlife in question, Milko Alexis. He works for the Voodoo Boys. You know what to do. If anything's unclear, read the attached details.
Well. Now what do we have here?
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm just here on biz!
You have biz with the Voodoo Boys?
Yeah, well, used to. After what you just did, thinking they'll want a new supplier.
Milko Alexis, a Voodoo Boy. Know the name?
Yeah. About all I know, though. Guy practically lives in the net. Seems like he's got everyone walking on eggshells. Big deal, I guess.
Where can I find him?
Don't ask me. Got enough problems as it is.
Talk, or your skull really will be in pieces.
Don't scare me. Dog! Fucking psycho! Oh, fuck, the nose! Oh, it hurts like a motherfucker!
Ready to talk?
Fine, whatever, just stop! Right, so these implants. The Voodoos break most of them down. Looking for code exploits, new hacks, and so on. Whatever they don't use, they install in old robots. Piles of scrap, most of them, but one came together real nice.
Robots? What for?
What for? Think for a sec. If this Milko guy's so important, probably needs round-the-clock protection.
Help the Voodoo Boys build a small army. Surely you know how to beat it.
How's your aim?
I manage.
The Voodoos, they keep their bots in some kind of server room. I can overload the disk arrays, then you fuck up the servers till they go boom. Should result in a pulse big enough to melt the circs of the rank and file.
Okay, feel free to Delta. I got work to do.
Must be nice.
Activating defense systems, 40%. Activating defense systems, 100%. life signature detected. Initiating evacuation protocol. Unlocking emergency exit.
Hey, careful with that. I'm linked to the runner, see? Don't want him to catch a ricochet, huh?
Netrunner, blackmailer, murderer. He's my hit.
He has some dirt under his nails, yes. But Milko, he's a no one. A small fish in a big pond. I am Agent Alan Noel, Netwatch. Organized crime specialist. I'm sure we can work something out.
A real pleasure, Alan. My chums call me Lizzie Wizzy.
I know who you are. Everyone at the Igloo has been talking about what you did in Pacifica. You came to an understanding with our man back then.
Yeah, I thought so too. Till I learned your buddy secretly injected a tracking program in me. Class act. That's why I'm not gonna waste my breath on a corpo this time round.
At least let me unplug from Milko.
Fine, but so much as a twitch, and you're a flatline.
That's better. Now, listen to me. You can't kill Milko. Not yet.
Wanna stop me? Try.
Months I've suffered this place. Holed up with these scabs on society. I aim to expose their web of blackmailers and murderers like Milko. But to do that, I have to find out who's pulling the strings first.
Well, got fingers crossed for you. But don't count on my help. Safety of my client's my only priority.
This client of yours, a corpo, engineering type, that fits the Voodoo's typical target profile.
Mm-hmm. Either help with the hacking or get hacked, huh? What's the angle there?
The Voodoos get their hands on old military tech. They want to dust it off, get it running. Which means they need experts to reverse engineer it.
Smashed a few bots along the way. Those old military models?
Mm-hmm. And the Voodoo boys won't be happy to lose them. But they do have more. Give me a chance. Do you realize how many more people you can save this way? I have reports of victims all along the coast. Milko is only one of the runners working for the Voodoo boys. As soon as I find the head behind the operation, I can chop it off and end this for good. I need Milko. His death alone won't change anything. Understand?
How can you be sure that'll work?
Because I'm a professional. Just like you. The difference is, I intend to restore order, whereas you offer only more chaos.
Think he cares about those poor saps the Voodoo boys are hacking? Last thing on his mind. Company men like him,
right?
All the same. Just out to be the next fake smiling employee of the month.
Fine. Keep doing your thing here. Just know, if you fuck this up, you're next on my shit list.
You won't regret it. I give my word.
You won't guess who just called. Or perhaps you already have. My people at Netwatch have assured me they will place Indira Baratza on their witness protection list without delay. They've assigned Netrunner guards around the clock to protect her body and mind. No hacker alive can reach her now. You've secured the safety of your client and elevated your fixer standing with his corporate employers. With a full heart and a fuller bank account, I'll transfer your fee. Contract closed.
Toute classe. Par le maison.
Hey, V. Recon's in our rear view now. Get yourself ready and meet me at Alex's.
Sure. See you there.
Ain't nothing without your help!
Been here before. Remember last time we had this convo?
I do. And yes, the rules is not that different. But the stakes are. The classic copy and paste of ID matching, bioscans, behaviorals, all bases covered.
Yeah, so like Medellin. Or Night City a few years later. Let me see. Global arms trade? Check. Personality theft? Check. Oh, and gross overconfidence? Big check. Thought you didn't believe in coincidences.
Alex.
Gave her free reign back then, too.
That's not exactly the same. Not an adequate comparison.
You know I'm right.
Ah, V, you're here. It's about time, too. We're nearly done finalizing the plan.
Op not sitting well with you, Alex.
Reminds me of a few other stitches we handled. One in particular sticks out. Before NC, we worked in Op in Colombia. Medellin. Song's
Not
first
now,
mission.
Alex. We have enough to do without digging up ancient history.
Story for another time, maybe.
I agree. Come on, let me show you what we have. We've parsed the intel from the shard Somi gave us. It's a solid foundation for the mission we want to run. Surveillance, recon, data gathering, planning, it's all done. It's high time we righted some wrongs of the past.
Fuck off, Reed. Give it a rest, will ya? Nothing here's your fault. Woman's an adult, made her own decisions. Consequences caught up to her.
No, she was manipulated. There was no one around who could have had her back. Here, V. Mission details on this.
Stop worrying, Reed. We'll get her out. Save her.
I know. And not just her. That goes for you, too. Right. Our objective. To free Somi from under Hansen's duress. Unfortunately, this ain't a normal rescue op. Because... well, she's been infected with something from beyond the Black Wall. A consequence of her service to the NUS and President Myers. I'm not about to pretend I understand the tech whys and hows. The important thing is, she doesn't get treatment. It'll kill her.
The cure is an AI that lives on a neural matrix. Hansen possesses said matrix now. We aim to seize it.
So this neural matrix, how much do we know?
Experimental tech nested in a mainframe that someone dragged up from deep beneath Dogtown. From a bunker, to be exact. Part of Project Cynosure, a joint US Militech operation mounted in a bid to counter Arasaka's Soul Killer. The Matrix itself is a functional container. It houses an AI from beyond the Black Wall, and its design lets the user deploy the AI for a specific purpose. In our case, to fix you in Songbird.
All right. Plan. Let me hear it.
Hansen to meet with the net runners you already know. The meeting itself is our chance to get close. To Song and the Matrix. Hansen hired the French duo because they worked for Militech years back. They know its security protocols inside out.
Also, they're selling Hansen access codes. Handy when Songbird goes to extract the Matrix from the Cynosure mainframe. Hansen's gunning for data from what he knows was a secret Militech NUS research project. He has no idea the neural matrix is in there too. Runners, scans, and behaviorals we have. Now we just need to take those twins out of the equation.
So we kidnap them. How we want to do this?
They're driving a rental while in NC, an exploitable opening. We're gonna track their ride and hijack it before they reach Hansen at the stadium. That's where you come in, V. We'll need you to breach the rental firm's tracking system. Alex will fill you in later. Once we have the runners, you'll take their place. The behavioral imprints are tuned already.
Brings us to the final stage, right? Meeting with Hansen.
Right. Where you'll sell him the access codes to the mainframe. In other words, the key to unlocking your medicine cabinet. One of you will join Somi in the lab to feed in the codes when needed. Hansen's likely to keep the other at his side. Collateral.
I'll stay with Hansen, you'll join Songbird. Once the data floodgates are open, you'll signal me. Gonna disarm Hansen, take him and his guards out.
Hansen and his goons. Aim to handle them on your own?
Can do a lot more than play dress-up, thank you. Plus, element of total surprise in my corner. Still, sweet of you to worry.
Sounds like Flatline and Hansen set in stone.
Order came directly from Myers. Confirmed at the state. He took a potentially lethal swipe at the president of the NUS.
And Songbird?
We have to rescue her. Myers told you as much herself. All clear? If you have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Main goal. Want to make sure I'm clear.
We're bringing Songbird free from Hansen's iron grip. And seasoned tech that's gonna save your lives. You and Alex enter the stadium as Hansen's visiting netrunners. Disguise is our key to the op.
Things couldn't be clearer. Let's get to work. So, time we talk nabbing the runners?
Cover that in a minute.
You know Reed better than I do. What he thinks. What's his true aim here? Saving Somi or carrying out a mission?
Saul imagines he's responsible for her. Always has. Thinks he's responsible for all of us. Hell, even for you, I bet. It's how he keeps his grip on reality. Life. With mixed results, mind you.
And Somi?
Same story as always. Dares, lands neck deep in shit, somehow crawls out. Rinse and repeat.
Intercepting the runners. How do we do that?
They're driving a rental. Plans to break into the rental service system. Karen Exotics. Specializes in rare models. Karen has tracking stations around the city. Gain access to those, we find the car easy. There's a station not far, near Pacifica Serenity Bible Church. Check it out.
So, breach the station, trace the car. Good. What then?
Use this little doodad. It'll pop the locks on the doors, let you take complete control from the trunk.
You know, Kabuki's tech wizards sell similar stuff under the counter. Wouldn't ever call it reliable.
Well, Fed tech wizards are just more skilled than Kabuki's.
Better be.
When you think you're near a station, scan your surroundings. They're not concealed. Shouldn't be tough to spot.
Get right on it.
B, heads up. I can't talk long, but two things, quickly. First, good news. I managed to upgrade your Relic's firmware. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Don't worry, completely painless.
First, good news, you said. Is there a second thing?
Right, it's super important. Stays between us. It's gotta. Proof of my trust. I'm sending you coordinates. Come after dark. We should be able to talk freely. Okay, need to Delta, but see you soon. Well, here we are. You and me, face to face.
Sure we're alone. Wouldn't want any unpleasant surprises.
No surprises. Except maybe you're already one of us. Don't trust a soul.
This spot. Didn't pick it at random, I guess.
Guessed right. Wanted to show you something. Means a lot to me. Could help put some things in perspective. And it means I trust you. Come over here.
So what's so special about this place?
Lived just 2 blocks off while I was here in NC on assignment. Locals come here after sunset. Fire up grills, crack open beers, talk about nothing in particular. I'd swing by here come evening sometimes. All of it, every inch is special. Reminds me of Brooklyn. Actually from there.
Wouldn't mind hearing about it. Brooklyn.
Got this memory. It was the night before I raided a Militech data fort. I'm sitting out on my fire escape. Just lit a J. Down on the street, I see a party starting. There's playful screams and laughter. Someone's blasting funk from their stoop. I hear Willie, too. Sells the best Scott dogs around. He's shit-talking one of his chooms, and there's bonfire smoke in the air. Safe. Familiar.
Were they celebrating something?
Yeah. A Thursday.
Know how you feel. Wasn't anything like Brooklyn, my home, but...
Got a memory you cherish?
It never gets peaceful where I'm from. Just know that wherever I am in the world, feels like I'm walking Haywood streets. Yearning to go back.
Can't rewind the clock, V. By the time you realize you missed something, it's usually too late. Suppose we should get back to the here and now.
Attack on Myers. You schemed it up with Hansen. I know that.
Yeah, Neural Matrix was pricey. But honestly, I never thought he'd try to kill her.
You betrayed her.
Not just her. Nothing went according to plan. What a fucking mess.
Sent Myers' entire flight crew to an early grave. Myers herself too, almost.
Ground the plane. That was the plan. Didn't expect he'd blow it to shit. Not much of an excuse, I know.
So what was your plan?
For you to rescue Myers while I secured the AI Matrix, and for us to run. All before Kurt caught on. Now Hansen's changed the terms of our deal. They'll make him answer for the attack. He knows that, so he's covering his ass. The one thing he doesn't know is what's on the Cynosure mainframe. He's hoping it's data he can use as leverage against the NUS. Says that's my ticket to freedom, but as soon as he gets his hands on it, I'm dead. I just know it. It fucked everything up, I know, V. But I had no choice.
Still don't understand why. Wasn't any other way, honestly.
Wouldn't have resorted to this, if there was. For Myers, the NUSA, I'm just another weapon in their arsenal. A tool for reaching beyond the Black Wall. And weapons and tools, they don't get to make decisions or choose to retire.
Sounds painfully familiar. Think I know how you feel.
I doubt anyone understands this feeling as well as you do, V. You're the only one I can trust with this. Only question is, after everything you just heard, feel the same way about me?
Why not just go home?
My home burned down when I was forced to trade warm Brooklyn brick for sterile Washington walls. I have nowhere to go back to.
I want to ask, actually, what happened exactly? You know, when you reached past the Black Wall.
Know the feeling when you try to remember the address of a place you lived half your life, but it just turns up Blank.
Mean losing your memory?
A snowflake lands on my glove. I can calculate its unique fractal structure. But what did my mom's voice sound like? Sometimes I lose control. Or get the sense I'm surrendering to someone else. But it feels horrible.
Felt it too, with the Chimera. Like a living nightmare.
Yeah. More and more, I get the sense someone's standing behind me. But there's never anyone there.
Don't trust Reed? Guy wants to save your life.
Mm-hmm. He saved me once already. Word of a boss shit on Militech crossed his desk, so he knocked on a 19-year-old girl's door with an offer she couldn't refuse.
Join his serve or become a Netwatch trophy.
That girl died that day. The person in front of you is what was born from that death. Of course, Reed, he died too. Just more recently, 7 years ago. The NUS issued his death sentence, yet he serves the country to this day, clinging to something that's lost all meaning to me.
Get the feeling this is the first time you've been honest with me.
Yeah, with you and myself. I need to get away. From Kurt, the NUSA, Reed, from everything.
Speaking of, out of everybody out there, you saw Hansen as a trusty ally. Seriously?
I needed someone who could tear me from Myers' grip. I knew him from my time in Night City when I was posted here.
Took a steep risk, all right. And a plain gonk one at that.
That's why I enlisted you, too.
Night City's just a pit stop along your escape route. That was always the plan, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just... things got complicated. Messy. Certainly didn't expect my old agency chooms to get involved. Or to find myself caged by Kurt. I'm fleeing, V. Gotta get out. And to do that, I need you. 'Cause you know how it is.
How am I to know this isn't an elaborate con? Be nice to have some kind of guarantee.
I can't give you one, sorry. But I've shown you my trust. I mean, you're free to sell me out to Reed, right? Or trust me enough to save us both. No guarantee for either of us. Fair deal, I say.
Okay. Say I believe you. What's the next step?
We go through with the mission, grab the neural matrix. While Reed and Alex grapple with Hansen, we make our getaway.
And then?
You help me skip town. I already cut a deal with the Black Clinic far, far from Night City. There, the Rippers can access the Matrix and use an algorithm to create a prototype of our cure. They'll need me present to run their tests. The moment they're finished, I'll send word. And that's it. Everything. Like a weight off my shoulders, honestly. Now I have to ask. You're in this because you understand me? Or because I promised to save your life?
Can't say I trust you, but potential reward outweighs the risks. So I've thrown my hat in.
I get it, totally. And despite what you might think of me, I appreciate your sincerity. I guess that's all. I suppose you should call Reed. Let him know all set for the meet with Hansen.
B, status report.
Reed, hey, I'm Nova. Thanks. How are you?
Put a cold beer in front of me once this is all over. Then we'll have time to chat. For now, fill me in on what you managed to get done.
So-Me contacted me. Got news.
Let me hear it.
Well, first off, we've been greenlit. Our VIP's ready to be served.
Music to my ears. What else?
Songbird opened up a bit about her sitch. It's looking bad. Real bad. His tech's her only shot.
I hear you. I do. All the more reason to focus on the mission in front of us. Get our hands on that cure.
But Reed, what So-Me spilled, we really need to talk.
I know, but later. Not a topic for the Hollow. We need that car tracking, so get to work. We'll go from there. Once you get the encryption key from their system, let me know immediately.
Bonjour.
Great. Just great. Got a problem, Alex. Gonna take more than breaching one station to recreate the encryption key.
Fuck. Give me a sec. Okay, got another station for you to try.
Let's get to it.
Good luck out there. And raise Reed soon as you grab that encryption key.
Looking for something? Won't find you here. There's nothing to find.
Borked.
It ain't working? Jesus! You want a hint? I can tell you how to fix it if you really want to fix it. Old people need help with this stuff sometimes. So, yeah, turn it off first, then turn it back on. You know, I can tell you where to look for the on button for...
What the fuck? My BD! No! And the best fucking bit, too! Jackass power grid? Woo-hoo! Yeah! We're back on, baby!
Yo, yo, yo! Don't even think about flatlining here! I'm gonna touch a corpse!
This gotta be what having a fucking stroke feels like.
Perfect, Johnny. Thanks.
Wasn't on purpose. Just gotta pick up the pace. Clock's ticking.
I'm doing what I can.
You made it. Got a head start. A drink to calm the nerves.
You know, surprised me with the invite.
Surprised? Really?
Didn't know what to make of it. But yeah, it's nice to press pause once in a while.
I wrote you because I needed someone to talk to. Someone outside the firm. And not some total rando. To take my mind off the mission, not worry about being someone else for a millisec. Hope that makes sense.
Okay, so, what you want to talk about?
I mean, it's not like I have an agenda typed up. I just want to be a normal fucking person for a little bit. Myself, specifically. Just me. Just Alex.
Starting to make a lot more sense why retirement was your condition to accept the mission.
Guess you'd call it burnout. Or maybe just the need for anything resembling normal. If I even know what that is anymore. Say, you ever think about who you'd be now? If, you know, life had taken a different turn?
I'd probably be running the streets. Haywood at least, that I know.
Padre might have something to say about that.
You know each other?
Well, I know him. Kinda doubt he's got a file on me.
Okay, now you. Who would you be if not a secret agent and master of disguise?
An actor.
No hesitation there.
Always dreamed of seeing my face on a show bill. I love musicals especially.
Seriously?
Call me old-fashioned. So yeah, guess I'd be a braindance star.
Ever acted before? Outside your agency assigned roles, I mean.
Nah, not for more than an audience of one. Just dreaming of being under the lights, where everyone's watching me. But I know, and they know, it's all make-believe.
To our dreams. For they alone keep us sane.
Ain't that the truth? Ooh, I love this song.
Never knowing which way's up, down. It's never what it seems when it's all I'm ever missing. And it feels as though I'm waiting. And I don't need no head in my hands to know I'm ever heading way south. I think I'll find it all somewhere
Alex,
between the ice and
thanks.
fire.
I kind of forgotten how much I miss the simple things too.
Don't mention it. See you soon, B.
Right, go ahead.
Hey, I got the encryption key for Karen Exotics. Nice work. B, one other thing. You need new chrome. An implant that accommodates behavioral imprints. I'm sending you deets for a clinic. The doc will be expecting you. Just tell the Ripper you know she collects unification war trinkets. She know you came with my blessing.
You free to...
Yes, and we're closed.
Got something might interest you.
I doubt it.
Here you collect trinkets. Unification War era.
Mm-hmm. Come in.
I'm sorry I was unwelcoming. Ever since a certain space plane crashed nearby, I've had to be more cautious.
V, good to see you.
Good you're here, Reed. Need to talk.
My sentiments exactly. I'm here about Somi. I spent hours wrapping my head around this, putting myself in her shoes. I needed to understand what she must have been going through to resort to treason.
You're in no position to understand, Reed. Your life ain't on a timer.
But I know death. Stared him in the eyes up close. She's trapped. Not just here and now, but going months back. Hell. Actually years. I blame Myers, a sore loser. Does her damnedest to avoid it. Songbird, the Black Wall, dirty tricks meant to give her a competitive edge. It's no wonder Somi doesn't trust anyone, except maybe you, a little.
There's a prison cell prepped and waiting for her already. Somi knows that full well.
She lives to see tomorrow and every day after. That's what matters.
Myers needs her alive, sure, but forgive and forget the attempt on her life? Never.
Myers might not forgive her, but doesn't mean I can.
What you trying to sell me, Reed?
Nothing. I'm merely trying to convince you.
Okay. We break the chain Hansen wrapped around her neck. Then what?
We stow away somewhere safe. Ask some questions. Establish some common ground. Once I get the answers I'm looking for, I'll personally help it disappear. From everyone, everywhere, including Myers.
Want to ask you a few questions, huh?
To understand her side. Got an idea already of what I'll hear. System broke her. Almost took her life. Like it did mine. As for me, well, my time's well past. But Somi's still worth saving.
Spinning quite the yarn. Playing me. Fits the MO of someone who used to recruit spies for a living.
Fuck! No. Just listen. I got contacts in Europe. We'll find the best clinic, put you two back together, fix what's broken. Once we have your cure in hand. But I need to help Somi first. She's lost, and I'm concerned she doesn't know what she's doing.
You don't trust her?
What I don't trust is the shit from beyond the Black Wall and the attendant paranoia. Both in play here, I'm afraid. She has another plan in mind. I'm damn sure of it.
Somi, she reached out. Wasn't telling the whole truth before. Once out, off the grid. Has a plan for right after we take down Hansen. Gonna make a run for it. Slip out of Night City.
I thank you, V, for your candor. This means a lot to me. I have something for you. Our best minds in DC cooked it up. Icebreaker, silver bullet against any fortified netrunner. Free to feed it into your system during surgery. Use that, and Somi will drop unconscious within a minute. We can't take any chances, and when she wakes up, she'll wake up at home.
She could sense the breaker. Not talking about some run-of-the-mill runner here.
It's meta-heuristic, hyper-aggressive tech, cobbled together by a literal army of experts. If she does sense it, it won't matter. No one out there, alone, could withstand something like this.
Sure this soft will work? Doubt it's been tested on anyone Songbird's level.
From what they tell me, this program can anticipate what she'll do before she even thinks to do it. By the time you cut one thread, it's already found another. A precision-guided weapon designed to evade countermeasures.
Okay. How do I use it?
Fire it up when you're both jacked into the mainframe. At that moment, Somi's door will be wide open.
Two of you could just, sit down, talk it out.
That's my aim, precisely.
After you kidnap her. Not quite the same.
We've come to a point where some options are simply off the table. Right now, we're focusing on saving your lives. Talking time will come later. It's time I was on my way. I leave you in Farida's able hands. Call me once you're done here.
The sooner we begin, the sooner we finish.
Okay, no time to lose.
Tush, meet chair. Okay. Anesthesia incoming. Don't worry, it's the good stuff. Relax and submit. An ID modding implant is complicated tech, true. But the procedure is surprisingly simple.
So, you a Night City native?
Yet more questions. Did they tell you nothing about not delving? But, yes. I'm from Watson.
Oh, you gotta know Victor then. He's a chum.
You would truly be better off keeping things like that to yourself. Okay. Anesthesia is taking hold.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Not now, Johnny. Fuck off, please.
You missed me. Warms the cockles, truly. So tell me, what's it feel like to be a traitor?
Come on, you know this is a lose-lose clusterfuck of a sitch. I ain't here by choice.
At least you see that. Means they haven't turned you yet. Not completely. Come on, got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger. The master spy and the agent unloosed. Tragedy, comedy, or both.
Think one of them's trying to dupe me?
No, they're both telling the truth. I mean, might be muddy on the nitty-gritty, but their motivations are plain and clear. Survival. It's her be-all and end-all. That and she's a walking, talking nuke. The kind that keeps making mistakes, never knowing which one's gonna set her off. And Reed? bastard and me are one and the same. If I hadn't ghosted the army, I'd have become a Reed myself. Live and die by our principles. That's the tragedy, V. Someone's gonna play victim to the other's good intentions. Try not to forget that when you're standing over that fucking overgrown neuro drive.
Reader Songbird. What would you do in my shoes, Johnny?
I am in your shoes, dumbass. For every gonk choice you make. But I can't do dick. But honest to God, V, not fucking around? I don't know. Got no goddamn clue.
All done. The facial morph implant is online. Now all you need is a behavioral imprint. And do me a favor. Don't tell me what you need this for.
Thanks for everything.
Uh-huh. Right.
Hey, procedure's a wrap.
V, I hope you're not feeling too raw post Farida's work. It's time to intercept and supplant the netrunners. Just one hiccup. Our access to Karen Exotics was cut. They must have discovered us.
Wait, seriously? So we lost them?
Not entirely. We know they were last in City Center, headed our direction. Find a vantage point near the entrance of Dogtown. You'll grab a trace on the runners as they drive to the meeting.